all, it's Alma with the Cat's Pajamas, and today I want to show you how to use this new Spiral pop-up die to create this fun pop-up card. It cuts everything except a little part by the outside tab. Once you die cut the spiral, just disconnect the tab so that the spiral opens freely. For this card, I'm going to be using the That's How I Roll stamp set. I've already stamped, colored, and cut out the pins in this set, and now I'm going to be attaching them to the spiral pop-up. The tab's going to be attached to the base of the card, so I'm going to ignore the first spiral. You could put something on the inside of the first spiral, but I would wait until the pop-up is attached to the card for placement. I think that the best way to attach things to the pop-up is with glue. Not only does it dry clear, but I can control how much goes on. And once it dries, it's not tacky, so the pop-up moves easily. If you use something like a glue dot or a sticker, make sure you dust the back of the item so it doesn't stick and stop the spiral from opening. Attach an item to each of the spirals, opening it frequently to see how it looks. You can add a lot to these spirals. I might go back and add some stars later, or some things popping out from the spiral attached to an acetate strip, but I think that this looks good for now. I'm just going to dab the back with some powder so that the items don't stick. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe just one more. A little dab of glue and a bowling pin right there, and I'll set it aside. I stamped and colored the bowling bunny from the same set, but I think it'll be really cute to add a shirt. So I've stamped the bunny on a piece of patterned paper and cut out the shirt on the black line. I'm just going to attach the shirt to the bunny, and for some extra color, I'll add some red to the front. Now I'm going to add some dimension by shading with my Copics. Looks really good. Now let's work on the card. Start with a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 inch white cardstock. Fold in half and burnish really well. I dug out this great paper from Cosmo Cricket out of my stash, and it really reminds me of a bowling shirt. It's got these great argyle checks and these great stripes, which remind me of a bowling lane. I've cut a white circular frame, and I'm going to use it to highlight the pins and the balls. For thin die cuts or words, I like to use glue with a metal tip to dispense a controlled amount of glue. That way I know it's not getting all over the place. And now for the base. I've cut a strip of craft paper and embossed it with a wood grain folder. I've cut the width or height so that it leaves a thin strip of white at the top. I'm going to sit the pins, the ball, and the bunny on this white strip so it actually looks like the bunny is bowling on it. I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape on the back of the bunny just to pop them up, and also on the back of the pins and the bowling ball. I'll just place them along the white stripe. Oops, it looks like I missed shading that pin, so I'm just going to use the gray to give it a little shadow. Just so cute. For the sentiment, I've stamped and embossed a couple of different sentiments from the set in white. I'm going to audition where I think that I might put this thing? I think I'll go with Spit Happens. Just a little bit of glue and a trim, and we'll work on the inside. Now the glue is dry on the pop-up, but just to be on the safe side, I'm powdering the back side. To attach the pop-up, I'll use glue dots. A glue dot on the center tab on the back side, and on the front of the pop-up, I'll put a glue dot on the front of the tab. I can cut the glue dot, but rather than get my scissors all gunky, I think I'll just fold the glue dot over and powder the overhang of the dot to avoid any stickage. Now turn the pop-up upside down, place it on the inside of the card, and position where you want it. I'm taking care so that the entire pop-up stays on the inside of the card and doesn't go anywhere on the outside. When I get it where I want it, I'll fold the top of the card over to secure. Now open the card and you have a pop-up. If you want to, you can cover the bottom tab. I'm going to cover it with the sentiment from the same set. I love how the pop-up makes it look like the pins are coming right at you. Cute and fast and easy. I hope you give our Spiral CutUps a try. So many possibilities. Have a great day.